Alright, looks like I'm live here. Hopefully somebody can tell me if this microphone is working good. Better than this one that I was using before. Anyway, just give me a minute. I want to set this up here. I know I'm about 1 minute early, but I just want to set this up. Here we go. 1 minute. One minute. Almost done. Just one minute. I'm a minute early, so technically just pretend I'm not even live. That's all. And blah blah. Okay, all that blah blah is done. You're good. All right. 1 minute. I'm almost there. I'm going on my computer here so I can get some other information. All right, so now I can see. Oops. I got to use this stuff. I keep forgetting to use it. It's very good. All right, so I got quite a few comments here. Maybe I should just acknowledge everybody. Maybe I should put that phone by the computer so when I'm looking, it doesn't look like that doesn't look good. All right, so pardon the mess. All right. Back to the original position. Let's see. I got Martha says hi, Lewis. Hi, Martha. Vendoring about. Yo. Realitals? The now? Reality is the now. Hello? That took a while. Cheryl, hi Lewis, hi Cheryl. Vendoring about what's cracking, brother. I don't do that stuff. The long lost road. Hey. Reality is the now. A little bit of audio popping, Lewis. Is this not good, this new mic that I got? I'm not sure. I'm trying this for the first time today. If this is no good, go to Lydia, Simple RVing, and complain with her because she recommended this for me. So if this is not good, I haven't tried it. I could have used it today. I did some filming. I could have used this today, and this computer over here is no good. I got to move this over a little bit more. I'm trying to fit this between a rock and a hard place here, but see if I can make this work a little bit better. This is Michael Perez. Shout out from Bayonne, New Jersey. Hi, Michael. Holly Bloom. I'll try to send you $100 on Super Shot. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it though, but you don't have to do that. I lost here. Okay, what am I? How's the audio now? How's this thing going? Is it better? Mike from Howdy from San Antonio. Howdy, Mike. Teddy Rodriguez. Hi, Teddy. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hello from hot Arizona, Carol. Hi, Carol. It's not too hot over here. I can't really complain. I can't really complain too much. Last year and the year before was really hot. This year, not so much. La source de l'outillage, de outillage. Did I say that right? Hello from St. George's, Quebec. Je me souviens. Et tu? Très bien. Let's see. Alex from Japan. Hi, Alex. Konnichiwa. Domo arigato gozaimashita. Let me see what else. Wandering about. The cracking went away when you moved the camera by the computer. Okay. So, does that mean the mic is good now? Is that what that is? Is this good? Brian's Journeys, 116 degrees here today. How's the weather been for you? I don't know where here is, Brian. you could be in a Sahara desert, or I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't. It's like 86 over here today, so it's not too bad. Audio is good. Look, so it looks like the audio is good here. I don't think it's the mic. Well, the phone has nothing to do with it, because the mic is over here. So I am on my own cell service, so I could connect over here to the Wi-Fi where the computer is connected to, but I am on my own cell service, mainly because I forgot to connect to the Wi-Fi. Totally forgot. So hopefully, so far I see that everything is good. So is there still interference? Let me know if there's still interference right now, because I'll switch this mic. Okay. Looks like it's still static, so let's go to the old faithful over here. Sorry, Lydia. Maybe this stuff will work when I'm filming, but people are saying there's static. So I'm gonna fix the problem right now. Okay, one second, everybody. Can anyone tell me if the sound is better? If the sound is better, please let me know. I'm going to retire this mic. Fixed! Oh, there you go. Old reliable. This one, I'm going to try it, but maybe I shouldn't have said anything before. I'm going to hear from somebody. Hopefully not. I mean, it's supposed to be a good mic, but... All right, so the reason all 3 or 4 of you showed up today, probably to hear me spill all my dirty laundry. It's not fun. It's something that I've been thinking about for the past couple weeks. And it's something that has to be done. I'm gonna spill. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna spill all the laundry. I'm gonna spill part of it, only because the rest of it is in the trunk. So I'm spilling some of it, but not all of it. I try to keep a straight face. I just couldn't, because somebody wrote, You're doing laundry. I try to keep a straight face. I could not keep a straight face this time. Maybe next time. When you thought I had some dirty laundry, didn't you? I was going to spill some dirty laundry. Technically, I did spill some dirty laundry all over the place here. The rest of it is in the trunk area. I got to do laundry tomorrow. I've been thinking about it for the past couple of weeks. I like to do laundry, if I can. I like to do laundry maybe once a month. The comments are funny. I like to do laundry maybe once a month. I don't like to do it every week. That's why I have enough clothing for work that lasts me 3 or 4 weeks. So that's what I like to do. If I can do it once a month, then that's what I do it. And I think it's perfect because I hate going to the laundromat although this laundromat that I found is very quiet. One of the things that I like is to go to the laundromat and be quiet. Not have a lot of people in there, and then I'm worried that I'm not going to have any machines to dry my clothing. So I like it quiet. So tomorrow I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do laundry, but I'm going to get up early. I think they open at 6:30. So I'm going to get there maybe 4:30ish, 5 o'clock, and I'm going to bake my bread tomorrow while I wait. And then I might even have some Timmys and hot bread. So let me see what you've been saying over here. Crafty soapy soap. I made some pizza and tried the flour starter. It's the best, thanks. You are very welcome. Baking bread instead of laundry. I'm going to do both tomorrow. Bread and laundry. I have a book on bread making. It's the best hobby, skill and experience. Thanks so much. Albertus also says that he also waits to have a full machine. It makes no sense to go to the laundromat every week. I don't like doing that. So I spend about the same amount of time, the same amount of money, and I launder. And there's the answer if somebody is wondering, where do you do laundry when you live in a van? Same place I did laundry when I didn't have a laundry machine and I lived in a house. You go to the laundromat. Very easy. Carol Anderson, I just discovered your videos. Carol, what took you so long? Come on, seriously? I watched the one where you and Lydia said goodbye. I cried like a baby. Yeah. You're not the only one, but I can't. I have work. You know, I'm a van dweller. This is my home, but I do have a full-time job. So I'm not out there traveling full-time, doing nothing most of the time, or whatever. Just don't get me wrong. I would love to be able to go out there and if I was retired and just travel but not just travel all the time. I like to stay put a little bit, you know, in one place and then move on to another place. I don't like the idea of having to travel every single day. That does not appeal to me, unless I have a destination that I have to go to. But I have to work full time, and I work for, and I didn't do that in the past. The first year or two that I had the van, we had work, and we worked the whole winter. Sometimes I was in the machine minus 15, 20 degrees, freezing. The machine didn't have heat or anything, and I was just freezing in there. But I've decided that you know, I don't have to be here in the winter. I don't have to. I do have a webasto. I have heat, but it's still cold at times, and I don't have to suffer through that. I can just take off and go to you know, go someplace. You know. Oh, I have a very bad connection. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have a bad connection or not. The phone says I have a very bad connection, so if I do, I apologize. I should have connected to the Wi-Fi. I didn't. Let me read some comments here real quick. Killer Bean, New York City. Do you have another car? Yes, it's in the trunk. It's in the garage of my van. That's where I keep my car, in the garage of the van. You never seen my car? It's there. I show it all the time. You should see my other videos. It's right there in the garage. It keeps going in and out. Connection is fine. Stacy, your travels out west were great. I did the best I could. I wasn't editing with a computer, and I guess if I was doing it again, I would do it a little bit different. But you know, I don't want to do always the same style of video. But if I had the time, I'd love to do these beautiful edited videos. But not everybody likes beautiful edited videos. Some people just like raw footage. So that's my new series, the way I'm doing it, just raw, very little editing. Sometimes Spielberg gets involved, but I try to keep it on a minimum. Let me see, any other comments here? Killer Bean, New York City. I'm assuming it's New York City. Good. God willing, how much longer till you retire? 9 more years for me, hopefully. I'm hoping to retire soon. I don't want to say how soon. A couple of years, give or take. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't need much to live on. So I will have my pension from my work. Probably I cannot access that pension until I'm 55. But I do have like a 401k in there that I can take out, and then I'll have a few years until I get to 55, and then I'll get that pension, and then at 62, if the money is still there. The way things are going. But if the money is still there, then I'll get the Social Security money, but we'll see what happens. We don't know the future. I may not be around tomorrow. You know, we don't know the future. So you can plan in advance, but you cannot plan too much because you don't know where you're going to be. Do you ever plan on putting surveillance cameras like Dan Travels? That's something that's been on my mind for many since I began in the van, but I will not. That's one thing that I will not. I don't know if I'm going to mention if I will get them or if I have them. I think that's something that I'm going to keep hush hush mush mush. So I don't know how I feel. Maybe I'll decide in the future how I feel about that. Maybe I'll feel differently. Crafty soapy. Have you made English muffins? I have not made English muffins yet. That's something I could do in the future, but I haven't done them yet. Reality is the now. I've always wondered about your awesome accent, Louis. What is it? I have an accent? I don't hear them. What? I haven't. Really? Funny. I never heard that before. G'day, Louis. Where will you retire? Where will you retire to you? Okay, you are probably in Australia. You got the g'day there, but you have to forgive Australians. They're upside down. So when they're typing, they're typing upside down, and sometimes they misspell stuff. So I think where will you retire to? I don't know where I'll retire to, depending on who I'm with. But all right, so my accent is Portuguese. I've said it many times before. I didn't mean to ignore the question, but it's a Portuguese accent, and I have an accent now. I mean, if I speak Portuguese, I have an accent in Portuguese. If I speak French, I have an accent in French. Whatever language I speak, I have an accent. So tough, you know. You gotta put up with it, unfortunately. Where will I retire to? So depending on who I'm with, retirement, you know, nowhere in particular. I like to go where basically I can live more freely, and the East Coast is very constrictive. There's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of people, and very few places open for living like out west. You can go on BLM Land and be there for 14 days at a time. You can even buy a pass and be there, I guess, for the whole year. But out east, over here on the East Coast, not so much. So, yeah, I think I would want to go out west or maybe south. You never know. Or maybe other places. Places you go like this. I don't want to say no more. Let me see. Get some questions here. Brian's Journeys. I make pizza with my sourdough starter flour and water. It's the best. Yes. If anyone has seen my videos in the past, I've kind of made pizza in my van. Yes and no, really. I bought the frozen pizza, and I have this organic ceramic thing. It's organic. You should see the label. It said organic stone. So I put the pizza in there, put a couple things on top of my oven, put the thing on top of the thingies, and then made a dome out of aluminum foil, and I did pizza in there beautifully. Now that I have the sourdough starter, I can do my own crust, and that's something I want to do. If I had the room, I would love to have one of those pizza stones, but I don't have the room, and I think that beautiful round pizza stone pretty soon would be many pieces of stones. So yeah, if I could figure out where maybe I can put it in the back, and then bring it in here when I need it. I guess I could do that. But let me see. Carol Anderson, as you are live, Lydia just updated with the video. Okay, listen, you have plenty of time to go see Lydia's video. Stay here, then when I'm done, and I don't want to be too long, I don't even know how long, 24 minutes. So I'm going to do about 30 minutes or so, and stay here, and then you can go watch Lydia's videos. Right now, just hang tight. The video's not going anywhere, this live thing, where I spilled all my laundry. If you weren't here in the beginning, I spilled all my dirty laundry. Well, most of it. Some is in the trunk. So if you weren't here for that, that was some scene. You should have seen that. So let me read some more of the questions. It didn't sound Spanish, says reality. No, it's not. It was not Spanish. It's Spain, you know, neighbors, you know, but not the same. Similar, but not quite. Let's see. Kang VBC. When are you going to do another Timmy's video? I do Timmy's all the time. Well, maybe I haven't done video. I can't do always the same thing. I drink Timmy's every day. Just every day I drink Timmy's. But I can't always be filming the same thing. Yeah, it's gonna get boring. So, but I'll be filming more Timmy's videos and cooking in a van and stuff. But I work full time. I'm in the same area. I'm not traveling. I can't be filming videos about traveling and doing all these things because I'm not doing that. I work full time, which many van dwellers do not do. So there comes the conundrum of what to film. I don't run out of ideas. I have plenty of ideas. I just pick up the phone and I start blah 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 blah, and before I know it, I have like a month worth of video. You know, just let's see. Back to the questions here. Oh, Geezer. Oh, Geezer. What exactly is your job? Heavy equipment operator? Yes, I operate heavy equipment. Excavators, bulldozers, loaders, backhoes, graders, that kind of stuff. It sounds fun, but when you do it day in and day out, it just beats you up. That's why I do it because I have to, but I'm just tired of doing it, to tell you the truth. But sometimes it's fun though. Other times, not so much. How is the Gatekeeper? The Gatekeeper, the last I checked, he was crying a little bit, but no, he's fine. He's okay. I'm surprised that he's not here, but he's probably taking a nap. He sleeps a lot. Just kidding. American Trekker, what do you think of Florida as a place to retire? I hear it's a great place to retire. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Florida is a great place to retire, but if I retire to Florida, it doesn't mean I'm going to stay in Florida. I will be traveling around the places, you know. RVlicious. Hello from Dutch buddies, Pet and Pat. From your Dutch buddies, Dutch buddies, Pet and Pat. I don't know. I'm sorry. You got me on that one. Pat and Pat. Pat and Pat. Pat and Pat. PAT and PAT. That one got me. I'm sorry. You may have to rephrase that one because Brian's cast iron skillets work great for pizza. Yes, if you want to make little pizzas, I could use that. The thing is, you want to have the minimum amount of stuff as possible that does multiple jobs. So my bread things can do pizza, but then the pizza is going to be really small. But I could do two at the same time. So, and I wouldn't have to buy a pizza stone. And I know I love cooking with cast iron. If I didn't have to work and I was out west, I would have a bigger cast iron skillet, and I would be cooking on that all the time outside, not in here. RVlicious. Where did I hear that name before? Do you comment on my channel? That has me a little bit stumble there. Oh. Okay, so I guess the Dutch buddy was somebody else. I'm not the Dutch buddy. I was wondering what that meant. I'm not Dutch, so I didn't know what it meant. I guess it was for somebody else. So Brian's Journeys. Brian, admit something to me. You did a Google translation or something like that into Portuguese, right? Because it is in Portuguese, but as a sentence, it doesn't make much sense. I understand the meaning, but it's not how it's written. So you tried, but I know that you did a Google translation. Carol, if you go to a Timmys store, you'll be able to get Timmys. I'm not sending you my Timmys. It's my Timmys. You know how I feel about Timmys. That's my Timmys, sorry. Brian's Journeys. This one here, it's still not a good sentence. Sorry. Are you trying though? King VC, do you ever eat seafood? I do. The only seafood that I really like is, well, besides fish, is shrimp. I've never been a lobster eater or crab or any of that stuff, but shrimp I like. Crab, I don't know, it just, but anyway. Pablo A. Gonzalez. Hi, thanks for your videos. Very good ideas to upgrade my van. What are your best recommendations to keep you cool in the summer months? Well, Pablo, I have something brewing that I don't want to say yet. Something that hopefully I'll have before the summer is over. It'll be funny if I get it and the summer is done, but I'm working on something. The only thing that I need is some of this, and I'm working on that. So yeah, other than that, I have my vents, and I just, if it's really hot, and I have to be in a van, I'm in here. I've been in my van when it's 96, 98 degrees in the van, inside there. And I'm in there and it's hot, but I have my vents going. I have these two little vents here underneath the solar panel, and then I have my fantastic vent sucking the air out. And when I go to sleep, I put a curtain from the ceiling all the way down to my bed with this much room to spare before it touches the bed. And it's from wall to wall. And what that curtain does is it makes the air, forces the air to go under the curtain as it's being sucked out by the fantastic vent. And even though the air is still hot, it really helps a lot to have that flow of air going over me. And actually the air I feel cooler when I do that. But I don't have AC. I would need a generator for that. That would mean that I would need a container in the back of my van for the generator. If I did that in places that I have to live and work, it would be more noticeable, and it would be something that would catch the eye to be, to be stolen. I'm sure that the generator would grow legs very soon. So that's how I keep cool. But I do have something working. Like I said, I don't want to say it yet, but when I do have it, I'll show it to everyone. Brian's journeys. You have to admit, Brian, you are doing a Google translation thing, because what you're writing is in Portuguese, but it doesn't make sense as a sentence. So you are trying, though. Oh, geezer. Yes, I do shower at the gym. Can I go through my morning routine? Well, I get up. I move my van from where I park for the night to work. I get there by 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up very early, about 4:30 or so. Then by 5 I'm at work. I start my coffee, make breakfast, and that gives me 2 hours until 7 to get, to eat breakfast and then clean up and brush my teeth, wash my face, comb my hair, and get dressed and get out the door before 7 so I can be ready to work. That's basically my morning routine. On the weekends, if I don't have to go anywhere, I just sleep until I wake up. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to set the alarm for 4 a.m. so I can go do laundry. But other than that, I don't really have a specific morning routine. Patrick and Petra, RVlicious. You're familiar. I don't know if you comment on my channel or if you have an RV channel, or it just sounds familiar. I don't know why. Oh, okay. There's your comment. Yeah, we commented before. We are RVing the Netherlands in Europe. Well, good thing that you are RVing the Netherlands in Europe, because if you were RVing the Netherlands somewhere else, I would be doubting your sanity. But I'm glad you are RVing the Netherlands in Europe. Yeah, Brian admitted. He's Googling it. I knew it. I just knew it. When I know something, I know it. When I don't know something, I don't admit it. Just kidding. Alex Tucker, any thoughts of finishing that Van Jones video you did a while back on your daughter? With your daughter? Oh, the Shadow Man video? Yeah, that was... I might redo all 3 of them in the future, because I had different ideas, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. And I didn't have music back then, and some of the shots were just too long. I was editing on this thing on the phone that would take very long to do the cuts and do all that, so I couldn't quite do it like I do it now. So I may redo it one day if I have the right stuff. I'll try to do all 3 videos in one day and then do the editing. But yeah, we'll see. I like to do it, but right now, at this moment, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, that's one thing that's on my list. I'd love to do that. Do I have any issues with mosquitoes? Yes, if I'm outside and there's mosquitoes, I have issues with mosquitoes. Over here, the store called Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart sell these bracelets that repel mosquitoes. So I bought a whole bunch, and I found if I'm outside with mosquitoes, I just put that on my wrist or my ankle, and that works quite good. I don't like the spray thing though, because it just that stuff can't be good for you, and it just stinks. Brian's journey is thanks for the videos, Lewis. I made one using my sourdough starter a few months ago. Came out great, but I'm not in my van anymore after 10 years. So you moved out of the van. I mean, everybody is different. Personally, I have no desire to ever buy a house again. I don't see myself paying a mortgage or paying rent when I can just use that money and invest it in myself or for myself in a van or RV, small RV or a boxed van or anything that I can build or or buy if I have to. But a house, I don't see myself buying one of those. Uh, have you ever heard the sun kettle? It's probably the solar oven, I'm assuming. I've heard of those things, but I have a limited amount of space in my van. I can't I can't I can't get everything I want. If I did, I would be sleeping right here in the front, and the back would be full with stuff. So, Vanderhoof. Hello, everybody. Just got here. Lewis up to his normal tricks. Vanderhoof. Just don't spill the beans, buddy, because I already spilled my dirty laundry. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but I spilled the dirty laundry, so don't say anymore. Good, great dog. Have you ever had any issues with police? Love your channel. Between a huge fan. Thank you very much. I have never had any issues with the police whatsoever. Because here's the thing, when you live in a van or if you live in an RV like a Class B in urban areas, the secret to staying away from trouble is you have to use common sense and you have to be discreet. So if I park somewhere, I look around before I go in the back, make sure nobody's watching. Then I go in the back, and when I turn my lights on, my door is closed over here. The windows are covered. Nobody can see the light shining out on the outside. I'm not making noise. Nobody knows that I'm in my van. I don't go in and out. And if you just use common sense, you are not going to have any issues with the police. So, I had one issue with the police. I was just living in a van the first few weeks or months, and I wasn't inside my van. I went to a Kmart, and I was parked in the shade. I didn't have my solar panel yet, so I was parked in the shade all the way in the corner, away from everybody. And I was there for a few hours, and I was just putting everything away. I was ready to leave, and I saw lights flashing behind me. So I walked around the van. I walked to the cop, and he said, "You know, everything okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just park over here in the shade." You know, I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I saw the van away from everybody else. I was just wondering." So see, I was sticking up like a sore thumb, way in the corner, away from everybody else. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just sitting there in the shade. But I really never had any issues with the police. Chris Jones, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Antique Hippies. I love your videos and your marvelous sense of humor. Where does that come from? Do they work? I think what works? The second question I don't understand. Do they work? But where does my sense of... Oh, I see. I missed something. Sorry, I missed... What did I miss? No. Oh, I did miss. Where does that come from? Okay, I didn't miss anything. Where does my sense of humor come from? I have no idea. I've always been funny. Sometimes, you know, there's a time for everything. There's a time to be serious. There's a time to be funny. So there's a time for everything. So I'm not always funny all the time, and I'm not always serious all the time. So there's got to be a balance there somewhere. Oh, Geezer, is there anything that you would change about your van? Presently, no. If I was doing a build from scratch, probably it would be different. I think every build is different. Every build is done in according to whatever vehicle you have, or according to the needs of the person using that vehicle. So if I was doing this van again, yeah, probably some things would come out slightly different. But my van, I have no regrets. I mean, I haven't changed anything. 3 years living in a van, I have not changed anything in here. In the back, I've added things and I've taken them out because of my bike. I put things back in there, and I changed a few things, mainly because of the bike, of having and not having the bike in there. But as far as my van, I wouldn't change anything. The only thing I would wish I had, and I always said this, is that I wish I had a high top van. I don't have one. I have to live with what I got, but maybe in the future, you never know. Ram Van Bobby. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bobby. How are you? Pablo275. Thank you. I also have the same problems for my ideas. I hope to see your video soon of it you have planned. I guess you're referring to my not needing some of this to finalize my grand plan of keeping cool in the van. Probably by the time that plan gets finalized, it'll be fall and winter, and I won't need it. But I will need it for the following summer. So either way, I'm going to get something. And not only what I'm going to get is going to keep me cool, it's going to help me save a lot of money. It's going to be a multi-purpose thing. And you'll see what it is. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. JP, are you coming to the Southwest again? I don't know. I mean, I want to go Southwest. I've never been to the Southwest. You know, Southwest would be what? Arizona. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess, but I wasn't in southern Arizona, so I guess technically it's not the Southwest. So I don't know for sure where I'm going to go, but I will be going places. What's up, Gatekeeper? You just woke up from your nap? You miss all my dirty laundry. I spilled all my dirty laundry. You missed that part. So let's see what other questions I have here. Oh, I came to the end. One second here. All right. All right, oh, Geezer, do you ever connect to shore power to charge your batteries? No. Skipping the solar if you have access to. What do I think about skipping the solar if you have access to shore power? The thing is, do you always have? Hold on a second. Is this better? Or is this no? Is this confusing? What is better? Like this? Like this? Like this? Like anyway. Do you ever connect to shore? Okay, my answer is I never connect to shore power. I have my own power. I have everything I need. So I don't connect to shore power. And if you have room on your roof for solar panels, I say put them in there, because you never know if you're going to be connected to shore power or not. And what if the power, the shore power goes out? Then you have nothing. At least if you have solar panels and batteries, then you have your own power. You may not be able to have AC, but you have your own lights, your own refrigeration. You can watch TV, plug computers, phones. So I find I could live without any of these things that I have. Okay, I could just have a van and have none of these things that I have and be perfectly happy. But all these things that I have add a level of comfort. So the refrigerator is a level of comfort that I love. My lights that I just press a button and they turn on, they're a level of comfort that I love. Being able to plug my devices, that's a level of comfort that's very useful. Being able to watch TV once in a while is another level of comfort. It's not a necessity, but those are all level of comforts that they're not necessarily necessary, but they could be very useful, and I love the ones I have. All right, did I miss something here? All right, let me see. Next one. Carol, yes, Arizona, you can drop off some Timmys. My prayer is answered. Carol, if I go to Arizona, I will announce that I'm going to Arizona, and if I meet you, I'll give you one of my 1 pound bags of Timmys. That's a deal. So I got to make sure I bring plenty of Timmys with me. And unfortunately I'm not getting paid by Timmys. I should be getting paid by Timmys, but I'm not. What a shame, you know. I should be making a lot of money from them. I'm advertising all the time. Gatekeeper said he just didn't wake up. Yeah, you just woke up, admit it. You were sleeping all day. No light. Light off. Okay, no light. Light off is better. The sun is setting over here in the northeast, so and over here behind this mountain. Well, it's a hill. I call these mountains, but once I went out west, I no longer call these mountains. And if I call them mountains, it's with a grain of salt because these aren't mountains. Out west, those are mountains. These are just like ant hills or something. All right, let me see. Antique hippies, do you have a Wi-Fi antenna? Yes, I do. I have. Oh, sorry, it's my cable is stuck. I have my. This is as far as it. This is as far as I can bring it. This is my Jeff Attack. I still want to install this thing somewhere permanent. For now, it's just attached to this. It does work. I have it over here in front of my on the inside by my dash here, but I use that all the time, and it works great. I love it. It's Jeff Attack if you want to look it up on the internet, and it works great. How did your children end up so free spirit and liberal? Well, I wouldn't say my children are liberal. When you are a conservative Christian with such beautiful Christian insights, no disrespect, they are sweet kids. Yeah, they are sweet kids, and I love my kids, but I have not lived in the same place with my kids since 2012. June 11, 2012. So, unfortunately, I have no say, basically, in the way they're discipline-wise. I have no say in that. So, if they dyed their hair blue, they dyed their hair blue. I can't help it. The only thing I can do is love my children, and I do love my children, and that's the only thing I can do. So. Carol Anderson, if you come to Arizona, I will make you a Navajo Indian taco. I don't know what a Navajo Indian taco is, as long as it doesn't have insects in it, rodents. It's free of it's good, right? Is that a good taco? Because I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know what. I like certain. I'm very picky, you know, very picky. Let me see. I'm just reading on a computer. In case you don't wondering what I'm doing, I'm just reading the comments. I could read them here, but over here it's a little easier, and I don't have to be touching this all the time, you know. So, all right, this is going on an hour, and so yeah, I think I'm going to cut it at 59 minutes, under 1 hour. So I said I was going to do this for 30 minutes, and I did an extra 30 minutes. I just can't stop talking. I'm sorry. But I have all these wonderful questions, and I'm trying to answer everybody. So let me see. Let me go through them really quick. Kang VBC, I'll take you to Tim Hortons if you get to BC, Canada. I love to go to BC, Canada. And if I go to BC, Canada, it's a deal. I want to go to Timmys and get some Timmys over there. And Bob Price. Hi, Louis. Will you get to see your parents anytime soon, and will we get to meet them? My parents are in Europe, so I don't know if they're going to come up here this winter. If they do, I don't know if they want to be on camera. If they want to, I'll film them, but I don't know if they want to be filmed, so I don't know. Soon you'll need the light. Yes, it's getting dark here, so all right, so no light yet. I think you can still see me. What other questions are here? Okay, I'm coming to the end of the questions, which is good, and I'm coming to the end of the broadcast. I thank everybody for coming along. Let me see. Do you have brothers and sisters? I have a sister, and she lives in New Jersey. So that's all I got, one sister. All right, so I think I came to the end of the questions, which is good. Oh, hold on a second. The chat is disconnected because of this darn Wi-Fi thing here. Well, I'm coming to the end anyway. I can't see any more questions because the Wi-Fi that I'm at disconnects after about an hour, and my computer just got disconnected from Wi-Fi. So, but yeah, I'm coming at the end anyway, and I thank everybody for putting up with me for a whole hour. I meant to do this for like 20 minutes, maybe 15, and then I by the time I looked, I was already like 25. So I figured I'll do it for 30 minutes, and I couldn't stop talking, and now it's an hour. So I'm going to shut it down just before 1 hour. So I got like 30 seconds or so. Again, thank you so much. Thank you for your questions. If you have some specific questions, you can leave them under this video, and then maybe I'll do a Q&A video answering those specific questions that you have. And that's it. It's a great night. I think I'm going to go to sleep early because I have to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow so I can do laundry and do my bread tomorrow morning. So I got to get up very early. So everybody, have a beautiful weekend wherever you are, and hopefully you'll tune in next time. Take care. Oh, I didn't make it.